When it comes to esports history, underdog runs and unlikely upsets have made for some of its most compelling and unforgettable stories. Dota 2 has contributed more than its fair share of these iconic moments.
And Bomber is on his feet! No! Cans it up, but Ohio's losing too much life! Oh, feed from KYXY! Oh my god, oh my god!
However, few are more extraordinary than when a humble Filipino squad bravely stood up to a European giant, harnessing the magic of the international to pull off what can only be described as a miracle.
I cannot believe it!
Heading into the International 2016, OG were clear favorites to claim the Aegis of the Immortal.
Everyone have OG going all the way through upper bracket.
Guilty?
Yeah.
Guilty.
Yeah.
The team was composed of incredible talent and a wealth of experience, which translated into 5 titles at significant events, including 2 major wins in Frankfurt and Manila. On the opposite end of the spectrum, TnC came into TI6 with no such fanfare. TnC had never even made it past the Southeast Asian qualifier for any of the majors. However, after bringing in American veteran Jimmy Demon Ho, they finally qualified for TI6. Fueled by the passion of their fans and their own love of the game, they carried the hopes of a nation with them to the biggest stage in all of esports. With the weight of expectation on their shoulders, OG came charging into Seattle.
You can't get up to survive this. The finger commit on the Ogre will bring him down to an arrow.
On the Stone Gaze, Bulldog being forced back.
The European juggernauts conquered Group A, sweeping aside TnC in the process, who appeared to be a minor footnote on OG's seemingly faded path to the Aegis. Despite mixed results in the group stage, a bit of good fortune saw TnC finish 5th, managing to qualify for the event's lower bracket. There, they easily dealt with their first round opponent, Sheever Gaming
TnC
Reborn.
only losing one there. Macassie's got to do a big play, but that's not the play! Savage says yes, him straight into my lasso, son!
As the Filipinos punched their ticket into the next round, the unthinkable happened. OG stumbled, losing 2-1 to the Korean squad MVP Phoenix. The clear-cut tournament favorites now found themselves in the lower bracket, with OG having shown their mortality and TnC riding the momentum of an impressive win. The stage was set for the rematch.
They've got to be careful here. They can't just assume that this is a straightforward win.
TnC showed no fear in Game 1, drafting the aggressive skirmishing trio of Axe, Lifestealer, and Vengeful Spirit, while their other selections gave them flexibility and late game. OG opted for a greedier draft, with a 3-carry core in Drow Ranger, Medusa, and Faceless Void. While the game didn't unfold exactly as planned for TnC, their more skirmish-heavy lineup took all the early fights. Even though OG's cores led in net worth and experience, it didn't matter in the face of TnC's brilliant coordination and team fighting prowess.
Back into the river, Cuckoo still keeps battling. He brought down Fly. OG are in trouble. Cuckoo can't doppelganger himself away from this one with an axe. A blink double call. They got extra help. The swap back. They want Nurtal. They want that Drow Ranger gone.
It seemed like every time OG tried something, TnC was one step ahead, playing patiently and reacting perfectly to punish OG's errors.
So with this axe in close, he'll break the smoke. A big call position, and he captures him. Nurtal will fly in the back lines. Nurtal, Hurricane Pike won't save a miracle. He terminates his space here with a Chronosphere, as well as the Stone Gaze. You've at least locked in 2, but the splitter on the back line and Lifestealer, they've done the work here, TnC.
Not even Miracles-fed Medusa could hold back the tide of TnC, as Cuckoo's Diffusal Blade Phantom Lancer ripped through him with ease.
Cuckoo's created the space. The bottom racks will drop. You're dead blowing to kill off Illusions. ET tanks it all. This should be the game right now. TnC, a methodical, surgical killing of OG.
I think TnC were just the better team here, which is a huge surprise for me because I thought this was going to be OG's game to lose.
Heading into Game 2, the team's roles were reversed. OG selected a much more mid-game focused roster with Ogre Magi, Ember Spirit, and the deadly combo of Io and Tiny, while TnC went for the trio of Drow Ranger, Faceless Void, and their signature, the high-risk Huskar, backed up by Dazzle. Within 10 minutes, OG had jumped out to an early lead, picking off individual members of TnC and aggressively pushing towers to assert control over the map.
Miracle, easy maneuver. In the tree line, Sons of Valve, they just toss the drone under the tier 1 tower. The Dark Seal Wall, they're trying to use the damage from that to find the kill, and now Cuckoo, life breaks up, a great Chrono, catching 3 on the back lines. This will give TnC a chance, and Cuckoo with a shallow grave, he'll stand his ground, but then be brought down.
TnC fought desperately to gain a foothold in the match, engaging in team fights and taking Roshan, but despite their best efforts, OG continued to edge them out at every turn, only widening the gold deficit.
A couple of one charges won't commit them, and now Cuckoo, Sam, he has to let the Chronosphere go, but they're all outside of it. They can move over towards Moon, but then he surges in, he wants to fight this one. Miracle's already got a triple kill.
As the match progressed, TnC adapted to OG's aggressive tactics, leading them to secure a few crucial momentum-building kills.
Down south, Miracle up north, he's turning around with the spirit damage to the side of Fist. Demon's even so low, they shadow away where they bring down Miracle, and they'll bring down Crit as well. The tether forward, Crit does have relocate, but a 3-man Chrono. Sam hits it, Miracle wants to try and fight, but they're probably going to lose. Crit, no, the Greaves, and the one charges. Raven finally gets him close enough to find the kill. There are 2 of them down, he'll get the avalanche, the stun is there. Side of Fist, it is going to be enough damage to get through the faceless void, but the drones on the back line.
Wow, what team fight coming out from TnC.
Despite finding themselves 15,000 gold ahead at the 40-minute mark, OG was still unable to land the finishing blow against their resilient Filipino rival.
He has not done it yet, he's waiting his time out. Cuckoo will battle against Crit, the cheese will keep him alive, also giving the regeneration to No-Tail, who's hunting the backlines, keeping the drone range aura off of Cuckoo. He turns, No-Tail will drop, but Miracle is alive once again, and maybe TnC don't want to fight. The blink from No-Tail, he gets away, still gusted up. He'll get back to the tier 3 tower. Miracle looking to make some space. Moon again with another jump pin, but it's Cuckoo, it's the Husker. You gotta fear him, not to mention fear Raven. That damage with the gust pushing Miracle away. The face is void on 30 life. He'll time walk off the damage. Raven in the trees. No-Tail will finally get a kill onto a TnC member, and Miracle will make it twice.
But TnC's persistence began to pay off, as Sam H produced a series of game-changing Chronospheres.
Jump, Void moves over, Chrono on to Crit. They really are just committing for one kill or the other. They don't care as long as they get the kill.
Like that. Oh,
Chrono top lane, Miracle caught out. They get good timing on the gust. Miracle held in position. He's down. He'll break free. Tiny. Well, there's your shallow grave and a Chronosphere. No-Tail's caught out. Cuckoo out too far. Hit by that silver red. He'll have protection. BKB will come out. He needs more help, however, and it's coming in the void. He gets a 3-man Chrono, but they swap out No-Tail. It's all out Raven to attack into him, and No-Tail's so far away from the fight. The Tiny's down with no buyback.
Nearing the hour mark, but with momentum now on their side, TnC forced out OG's buybacks and went for the GG push. What happened next, no one will ever forget.
They'll enter the mid. Do they go for a GG push? Yeah, they are. They're attacking the tier 4 towers. Already the jump forward. Crit, he needs help now. That wall, will it be enough? Cuckoo's still there in the Chronosphere. Caught 2. Cuckoo right next to it. No-Tail's gonna go down. No buyback. They're going for the tier 4. Hammer down. Arabia's gone. Is it then? Have TnC done the impossible? 2-time major winners. You are gone. The Filipinos have eliminated OG. TnC have done it. The dream, the reality.
In one of the most monumental instances in Dota's history, the Filipinos took down the 2-time major winners to advance in the bracket, eliminating the tournament favorite and emerging as the most unlikely of heroes.
I cannot believe it.
The results shocked the Dota world and rewarded the faith of the passionate community back home in the Philippines.
TnC! Greatest upset of all time!
Although TnC would exit the tournament in the following round, that's hardly remembered. What does hold up against time, however, is the story of determination and skill which led TnC to overcome the most ridiculous of odds. These days, TnC are a household name in the world of Dota, having won $800,000 at WESG 2016, cementing their claim as a legitimate threat in the SCA region. As for OG, the devastating loss called for a roster shakeup. But success would soon return as Fly and No-Tail would lead their revamped roster to convincingly win the Boston Major a few months later. Perhaps someday these two teams will meet again at the International or even the upcoming Major in Kiev, and more history will be made. But until then, we celebrate the day TnC stood 100 feet tall and the Philippines ruled the world.
They have done it!
A truly iconic esports moment.
Thanks for watching. If you want more great content, be sure to hit that subscribe button.